A community lecture looking into cancer and hereditary signs of it is happening at UW Eau Claire in a few weeks. Mayo Clinic Health System conducts its free Imagine Lectures in honor of Dr. David Winter. One of the lectures will be on Thursday, October 3rd, looking at the genetic clues of cancer from early detection to precision therapy. Here with more is Dr. Sandeep Basu, an oncologist at Mayo Clinic. So, Dr. Basu, talk to me more about this event coming up and what it's all about.
So, Dr. Samadar, who is going to be our guest lecturer, he is, by training, he's a gastroenterologist. In other words, he's trained to treat and diagnose gastrointestinal diseases as one of his special interests. He looks at hereditary cancers, meaning what are some of the changes, the genetic mutations that bring on cancer, and how can we diagnose those early and what can be done to treat those. So he in fact runs a high-risk cancer detection clinic in Mayo Clinic in Arizona. And so he's going to be the one to deliver this lecture in a couple of weeks. So one of the questions that comes up oftentimes is, okay, what is cancer genomics? As we know that a lot of the triggers for cancer happens to be the genetic information that we all carry in our cells, and how sometimes this information can sort of go a little goofy or a little haywire, to use a technical term, and how these changes can be detected at an early stage. First of all, trying to identify what these changes are, and secondly, how can we diagnose or detect these changes, and then kind of the next step is how can we exploit those changes and use specific targeted treatment options that would go after these changes, so what's called precision oncology. So I guess the analogy is most of the standard treatment for cancer is like, I tell people, it's like using Roundup on weeds. Yes, you kill the weeds, but you also end up killing a lot of the good plants. But if we can identify specifically the weeds and then go after them with a more precise form of a pesticide or a weed killer, then that would be our goal. That's what this lecture is going to be about.
And so from my understanding, it's free for anyone in the community. Is there someone in particular you think would maybe be interested in it?
Sure, it's essentially for all medical professionals of any stripe, but then definitely for the entire community. Anybody that has an interest in knowing about cancers, how cancers are caused, and what can be done to detect and treat cancer. So it's open to everybody.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you so much. Just as a reminder, this Imagine Lecture is free for anyone interested in attending. It's Thursday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Schofield Auditorium. And with that, we'll be back for Check of the Weather.